Hey everybody, welcome back to Days Past, the channel about anything and everything people do to pass the time. I'm Kurama, and I've recently noticed a trend in Pokemon videos. A lot of people have been doing what they call challenge videos, where they try to beat certain Pokemon games under new extenuating circumstances and certain, we'll say, blockers that they put on themselves to make the games much more challenging and much more enjoyable, at least in some people's opinions. I have decided that I wanted to do my first challenge video for the channel, and I decided on Kecleon. We're going to go over the rules quickly and what exactly is going to be in the video. This is just going to be more of a highlights video where I'm going to cover all of the main challenges that you go through in the game, battles that you have to do to progress. I'm only going to be using Kecleon in battle. I will have side Pokemon that I need to learn certain HMs like Cut, Strength, and Surf. I will not be using any held item or any items in battle, though I will be able to use held items. Any point that Kecleon is knocked out, that is considered a game over, and I just have to restart, even if I have other Pokemon in my party for certain reasons. I'm pretty sure I can do this pretty easily, and I don't even think I have to be that over-leveled. So, we're going to name our Kecleon Kurama Reverse, and we're going to name ourselves Kecleon in Reverse, and we're going to start the run. The first thing we do is teleport to our home, and then instantly teleport to Professor Oak's lab, where we decide to pick Kecleon. We name our Kecleon Kurama in Reverse, because I've decided to name my player character Kecleon in Reverse, because we're both a little bit weird. We got some weird names, so we're going to do it together. Now we're going to go ahead and take a look at Kecleon that we've gotten through the random number generator. Kecleon has low speed, decent special defense, decent HP, good attack, and mediocre defense. Ours is a quiet nature, which means more special attack and less speed, which is amazing because I have a feeling that we're going to need that special attack in order to get through a certain couple of walls. He starts with a pretty good move set, including a stab move with 100% accuracy and some ghost moves, and I know pretty soon we're going to be learning feint attack to help us out in future battles. Kecleon also has a skill only Kecleon can have called Color Change, which changes his typing to the move or to the typing of the last move to hit him, which will be interesting. The first of our battles in this playthrough will be against our rival Pussy. I went ahead and when I randomized the ROM to give myself Kecleon, we made Kecleon be replaced by Bulbasaur. That way Pussy would have a Charizard, who I figured would be the strongest that our rival could have for a starter. I later regret this for reasons we will get into later in the playthrough. However, this battle is not too bad, and his Charizard goes down easily. Oh, Charmander goes down easily. The next main battle we have is actually not a battle we need to proceed, but I wanted to do it anyway, and it's our battle against our rival in Viridian City before we progress to Brock and his gym. His Pokemon are not very high level and also do not have very good moves, so we defeat him easily. Though this is the first time we run into his Pidgey, which eventually becomes Pidgeotto and Pidgeot, and that Pokemon causes us some problems. But right now our main problem is Brock, who is honestly not really much of a problem at all, because we got Feint Attack through Level Up, which is the Dark-type move off of Special Attack, and since we have a Special Attack boosting nature, and Brock's Pokemon have low Special Defense, we clean him up easily. Our next important battle is our third battle with our rival, and his team has gotten a little bit stronger. His Pidgey is now a Pidgeotto, and it begins its run of causing us problems with Sand Attack, which lowers our accuracy, which can be really annoying. This battle actually took a couple tries. It was the first one to take me more than one try, but considering we have a good stab move and we're a pretty strong Pokemon, he again goes down with not that much effort, especially when his Abra only knows Teleport and can't actually hurt us in any way. Since we beat that Pussy good, it's time to move on to our next important battle, which would be our gym battle against Misty. We instant transmission over there real quick and decide to give her a battle. We'll give a quick flash of Kecleon and his stats. Like I said before, good special defense, good attack. We picked up Mega Kick and Mega Punch for solid stab moves, and we have solid coverage with our other two moves. We're actually pretty fortunate here. Her Staryu is pretty weak and can't really deal with us in any meaningful way. And her Starmie happens to be part Psychic type, and we still have Feint Attack, which is the Dark type move. So we honestly go ahead and clean sweep through her too. So far, the battles have actually been easier than the regular way of playing Pokemon, with the only real challenge we had being Rival 3, and that still wasn't much of a challenge. So we go ahead and we instant transmission aboard the SS Anne, so we can do our 4th Rival challenge, and maybe actually get a challenge. So, as you can see about that whole challenge thing, we are insanely over-leveled for this point in the game because we've only been using Kecleon, and we also picked up the very strong 100 accuracy, boosted critical hit chance, stab move Slash, so we completely wreck our rival, and yeah, there's not much else to say. We go ahead and we instant transmission over to Lieutenant Surge's gyms, Mr. Marca. Go ahead and give a flash of our stats and moves quick. Not much has changed. We're pretty much the same old Kecleon, and we go ahead and we start the battle. Lieutenant Surge is again super easy to fight. Nothing really poses a challenge. Nothing resists our stab type attacks. We kill Voltorb super easily. We do slash Pikachu in one hit. It does static us, which kind of sucks, but honestly doesn't matter at all. Raichu goes ahead and gets a double team up, which makes us miss our slash, which is kind of funny, but again, doesn't matter. We go ahead and we hit it with one slash and beat Lieutenant Surge and get our 3rd badge. This run so far has been surprisingly easy. We're going to go ahead and we're going to instant transmission right next to Erica. Go ahead and challenge her and hopefully get our 4th badge. I didn't think Erica was going to be very difficult. She doesn't really have anything that resists anything we do again. She does Stun Spore us right away, which is kind of annoying, but it doesn't really matter. I go for a Slash, and it actually doesn't kill her Victory Bell in one hit, which is why we got Stun Spored. We go ahead and we follow it up with Psywave, though, and take care of it easily. She goes into Tangela. Tangela does have high defense, so I consider going for a special attacking move, but I go ahead and I go for Feint, get paralyzed, and go ahead and do go with Feint Attack, which is funny because right before that she gave me my stab back by using Constrict. Anyway, I'm a normal type now, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go for Slash. She Giga Drains with Vileplume, which doesn't do a whole lot. We go ahead and we Slash. It does about half of her health, which is pretty decent considering we're only like 9 levels higher. Go ahead for another Slash. She decides to use a Hyper Potion because she's a gym leader. And honestly, we just kind of keep slashing away. She can't do much to us with Acid because she made us Poison type, which means we resist her Acid and we resist her Grass type moves. So we're going to go ahead and we're just going to keep slashing our way through. Amarok does that pretty easily, and Erica goes down. This was legit my first try at this, which I didn't really expect to pass on my first try. So like I predicted, Erica was a pushover. Our next important battle is our first battle against Team Rocket leader Giovanni. I think he might cause us a little bit of an issue just because of his plethora of rock types, but we will see. Now, this video may seem a little bit slow for you at this point. That's because up until now I've been fast forwarding all of the battles through because some of them aren't that interesting. Let me know if you prefer the slower form of watching the battles or the faster form, and I'll do whichever you guys prefer. Giovanni's Onix is way lower level than us, and Onix is just kind of a bad Pokemon. Plus he uses Rage, which is a bad move, so Onix dies. Rhyhorn goes down in 2 side beams after hitting us with a critical stomp, so he feints 2. Kangaskhan feints 2 slash, and that's the first battle with Giovanni over with. Our next battle is with Rival Blue in Pokemon Tower. He starts with Pidgeotto, who again has been kind of annoying, but we're going to go ahead and we're going to take it out in 1 slash. He now has a Gyarados, which comes out and intimidates us, which is going to be a running trend in this playthrough, where we get intimidated by Gyarados and it sucks. We go ahead and use Psybeam to take him out because that uses our special attack. He goes ahead and he sends out Execute. Really our best option would have been to Slash, but I went for the Mega Kick, missed the first one, get him on the second one. He sends out Kadabra, which now actually can fight back against us, and dies in 1 slash. He goes ahead and goes out into Charmeleon. Charmeleon easily goes down in 2 attacks, and that is the battle with Pussy. And we beat that Pussy good like usual. Next is our battle with Koga, the Poison-type gym leader. And I didn't expect him to be that difficult, but he actually took a couple of different tries. His Pokemon like to do really annoying things, like use Smokescreen, which sucks, and use Toxic, which sucks. We go ahead and we manage to knock out this Coughing in one side beam with a good roll, which is super nice. And then his next Pokemon is going to be Muck. Muck was a bit of a problem because we oftentimes got Smokescreen, and then Muck would minimize, and then we would be unable to hit him. And as you can see, our side beam does not take him out in 2 hits unless we get just like 2 really good rolls. He goes ahead and raises his defense, which doesn't matter because we're just going to use side beam. Again, looks like it's going to take maybe 2 more, maybe 1 more, and he goes ahead and he starts minimizing, which is really unfortunate for us. We go ahead and we launch our third side beam, and we actually manage to get a good roll, and we do kill him in 3 hits, which is just, oh god, that Muck caused me a lot of problems. So it's really nice to see him just go down in 3 clean ones. Again, let me know if you like the slower footage for the main battles or the faster footage. He goes ahead and he sends out Coughing, and I'm pretty sure we knock out this Coughing in 1 side beam. Yeah, 1 side beam. So again, that quiet nature that boosts our special attack is really coming in handy here. Things would have been a lot more difficult without that. He sends out Wheezing. We're going to go ahead and we're going to smack it with a side beam real quick. That does a solid more than 50% because Wheezing has good defense and pretty bad special defense, and Muck has good special defense and pretty bad defense. So we go ahead and we knock the Wheezing out in 2 clean ones, and that is our 5th gym badge, and Koga goes down without much of a fight. Well, okay, he put up a decent fight. It's just when you see these videos all next to each other, it's not going to look like they were hard, but trust me, some of these battles were difficult. We then show these fools how to instant transmission and get inside of the Sylph Tower to do another rival battle. So I was talking before about how a lot of this challenge is easy, and then sometimes there are walls. This was definitely the first wall. His Pidgeot goes down pretty easily, but his Gyarados intimidates us, and none of our moves are very strong, and our special attack is pretty low, so it's hard to knock him out. He then turns us into a Dragon type using Twister, which then super effectively hits us with Twister. When eventually he goes down, Charizard comes out, and then he starts smoke screening us. I don't know if you remember, but accuracy affecting moves suck. And we lose. After trying this 3, 4, 5, 6 times, I decide that I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use all the rare candies that I've managed to collect throughout my playthrough. It was either 8 or 9 rare candies. I go ahead and I feed Amarak a bunch of candy, and maybe then we'll be able to get through this battle. We'll watch together. Oh yeah, or we also pick up a bunch of PP ups, which is super nice and super clutch for later. We go ahead and we try the battle against the rival again. We easily take out Pidgeot in 1 strength because of the level difference. We go ahead and we take out the Gyarados in 1 Mega Kick, which was amazing. Charizard smoke screens us, which is annoying. We take him out in 2 strengths though, pretty easy. I'm pretty sure we take out this Execute in 2 strengths, again, pretty easy. And then Alakazam goes out in 1 Feint Attack because he reflected, which raises defense, and Dark-type moves are special attack based in this game. So far, that's the hardest we had to try to beat that pussy, but we get her done. We then instant transmission and do our second battle with Giovanni. Again, a lot easier than I expected. I believe this one took me 3 tries. We just need higher rolls on the side beams. Like you see, we got a low roll on this one to kill that Nidoqueen. Sometimes those low rolls will really screw you over. Everything else is really pretty easy. The Rhyhorn still has just terrible special defense, so we go ahead and we clear through that. Our next main battle is a battle with Sabrina, the Psychic type user. Again, I thought she was going to be pretty difficult, but really it was like 2 or 3 tries. Again, it was more just rolls to be able to kill her Pokemon, like that roll I got against that Mr. Mime, without us taking retaliation. Once they hit us with the Psychic type move, it turns us into Psychic, so that helps, and we're super over leveled, so Sabrina gets beaten. We go ahead and we instant transmission over to the 7th gym against Blaine. He's never been a challenge in the regular Pokemon game, so I really didn't think he was going to be a challenge here. We go ahead and we miss a bunch of Mega Kicks, which I had to restart for Mega Kick accuracy a lot. On this run, we missed the Mega Kicks on the Growlithe, which didn't matter because the Growlithe doesn't damage us. Whereas runs I have to reset, it's when I miss the Mega Kick on the Rapidash. We then get a super lucky crit on this Arcanine with Strength, who beat us a couple times, and that is the 7th battle. We instant transmission over to Viridian City for our last battle with Giovanni, and he starts with Rhyhorn, who instantly dies to Blizzard, a new move we picked up since our last battle. Blizzard takes care of his whole team. Yeah. He's ground type. Blizzard's ice. He loses. Next up is the first battle that I would ever call really challenging, and it's the second to last battle with a rival. This rival battle starts to get difficult because this is when Pidgeot learns Feather Dance. You really don't want Pidgeot to open with Feather Dance, it harshly lowers your attack. Pidgeot also never goes down in one hit. Eventually, we get it to only use Wing Attack, we kill it with Blizzard, kill Rhyhorn with Blizzard, kill Execute with Fire Blast, again, not missing anything. The Alakazam is useless this battle and disables, so we kill it with his Strength. We then have to take on Gyarados, which has been the bane of our existence. We can't use any physical moves because we're now at -3 attack. We go ahead and we kill it with some Blizzards. We now have no more Blizzard PP for Charizard, and we literally have to rely on the Mega Kick crit. Mega Kick only has 75% accuracy. Yeah. With that horrible battle out of the way, we'll flash our Kecleon stats before the Elite Four. I gave the PP ups for Blizzard because we're going to need them for Lance. This battle against Lorelei actually took a couple tries until I just went back and got Thunderbolt. After I got Thunderbolt, her whole team was pretty easy. The real problem without Thunderbolt was that her Pokemon would do too much damage to me by the time I got to her Jinx, and then her Jinx would just put me asleep and confuse me. But luckily we're at pretty good health this time by the time we do get to Jinx. She then misses her lovely kiss, and we get a high roll return, 2 kill her in 1 hit. I cannot tell you how annoying that Jinx was. This Lapras then makes a mistake. We Thunderbolt it, and there's no way the Thunderbolt will kill it in 2. It then Body Slams us, makes us Normal type, and dies in 1 return. Next up is the fighting guy Bruno. This battle also sucked, because Kecleon is Normal type, so all of his fighting types pretty much kill us in 1 hit. Onyx was never hard, you just Blizzard it. I get really lucky and I kill his Hitmonchan with a crit return. His Hitmonlee goes ahead and full restores after I hit it, and then I get a high roll Aerial Ace to take that out in 1 hit. That alone was super lucky. This is where things get stupid. I Aerial Aces Machamp for a 2-shot. He then Scary Faces me. I'm still faster than him. Hit him with another Aerial Ace that doesn't kill him, he full restores, and then I 1-hit KO with Aerial Ace. That took a lot of tries. The last Onyx dies in the Blizzard, and that's Bruno. Next up is the now most annoying person, Agatha. I tried setting up against her Gengar for a long time, but Gengar uses Confuse Ray and Double Team, and is just generally annoying. Eventually I learned to set up against her Golbat, which means that I had to hit 2 Fire Blasts against the Gengar. I then set up against the Golbat, and now use Double Team. I did not want to use Double Team in this run, but it was legitimately the only way to get past Agatha. I then take out the Golbat when I have max evasion. 1 crit return takes out Arbok, but that didn't really matter. Now I have to deal with her last Gengar. Multiple times while attempting this, I ran out of power points on Fire Blast and Blizzard from missing because of low accuracy and because of her Gengar going fast. He then puts me to sleep, even though I have max evasion. Nightmares me. Then I wake up before the nightmare takes effect, hit it with the Fire Blast, kill it, and then take out the Haunter and 2 Blizzards, almost again running out of power points, and Agatha, after like 50 tries, is done. You can see because I freak out. A brief interlude before the last 2 challenges for this run. In order to defeat Agatha, I had to get rid of a move for Double Team, because she was literally impossible without maxing my evasion. I chose to get rid of Thunderbolt. That turned out to be the wrong decision. I should have gotten rid of Fire Blast, but this whole Elite Four was consecutive, as in, I never started over except for the first couple times I challenged Lorelei. I realized I needed Thunderbolt, so I went and got Thunderbolt. After that, I taught Kecleon Thunderbolt, beat Lorelei, and then after that, I never left the Elite Four ground. So there's no way to go back and learn Thunderbolt again. So I went ahead and I taught my Kecleon Shockwave in order to be able to deal with Gyarados and Flying types. it kind of worked. Next up is the battle against Lance. This one was easier than Agatha, but still took a decent amount of resets. The reason it was easier is because his Pokemon don't have as many annoying status moves, and they're not Dragon type, so I can actually, or they're not Ghost type, so I can actually hit him with Return, and they are Dragon type, so I kill most of them with Blizzard. Eventually, I learn I have to set up against Gyarados, which sucks because his Gyarados has Twister, which makes me Dragon type, which I don't want to be Dragon type against Lance. Eventually, after many tries, Gyarados dies. I hit all of my Blizzards against the Dragonairs. Dragonite misses me. I can't tell you how many times I would get to Dragonite for him to hit me, even though I have max evasion and I die. But he misses his Outrage. I kill him with Blizzard. Then I have Aerodactyl. I miss my first Blizzard, but luckily I hit my second one. I think I can just kill him with Return. No, Lance uses a full Restore. I hit him with Return from full with the chip damage from the Return. I managed to take him out in a Blizzard. As you can see, I only missed one Blizzard. I missed a lot more than that, and missing any Blizzards pretty much means you die. Follow-up brief interlude before the last battle of this run. Oh my gosh, Pussy sucks. This battle alone took more resets than any other battle, like all the other battles combined. Like, I thought Agatha was kind of bad. No. This was like 3 hours. I legit sat here for just like 3 hours trying this battle over and over, hoping to get the right result. I should have been much higher level, but I was already here. I didn't want to lose and then have to replay all of the Elite Four again. Even though it was totally an option I could have picked, I was stubborn, as I am known to be, and smashed my head against the wall that is Lance smashed my head against the wall that is Pussy, until finally we got this wrong. So, as usual, Pussy starts with a Pidgeot. Pidgeot Feather Dances, which harshly lowers our attack, which makes our return pretty much useless. We managed to not get Feather Dance, instead he Sand Attacks, which we don't really like, but it's better than Feather Dance. After much trial and error, I learned that Rhydon is the best person on his team to set up my double teams against. Rhydon has multiple moves that don't have 100% accuracy, and he does have a move that doesn't damage us and I don't care about, which is Scary Face, because we're already slower than all of the things that would matter for us to be faster than, and we are holding a Quick Claw, so sometimes we go first anyway. After boosting, I take out his Rhydon in one Blizzard. I miss my return, and then his Alakazam sets up Reflect, which sucks. After 2 Reflects, he full restores the Alakazam, and then I manage to finally actually return this thing to death again after he uses another full restore. The Reflect fades, and then I take out in 2 returns. Now Executor comes out, and this is ridiculous. I miss my Blizzard, he misses. I miss again, he misses. I miss again, he misses. Then he hits me with a Sleep Powder because we're slower because of Rhydon's Scary Face. He then sets up a Light Screen, which sucks. I wake up, I miss my Blizzard, he puts us back to sleep. While asleep, I just spam moves. I wake up, and I hit the crit return that I spam hit, and kill his Executor. Next up is Gyarados, which we 100% need Shockwave for, and the Light Screen runs out the turn before Gyarados shows up, which was necessary, otherwise we would not have been able to do that. Last is Charizard, and this is why Charizard sucks. Charizard knows Aerial Ace. Aerial Ace hits regardless of evasion. So we hit our first Shockwave, hit our second Shockwave, and then managed to crit our last Shockwave without Pussy using a full restore, and somehow managed to beat our rival. This probably took at least 100 tries, like at least. And that is the entirety of Fire Red with Kecleon. I had a lot of fun doing this. I'm going to continue to do more, probably originally beginning with Kecleon. Thank you so much for tuning in today, guys. It means a lot, and I will see you next week with my new Pokemon Challenge video, and I will keep uploading my Snakewood playthrough every day. If you could please leave a like and a comment, it would mean a lot, and suggest any other Pokemon challenges you would like to see. I would love to do more. This has been Kurama from Days Past, and we will see you guys tomorrow.